We move to the next hand, and would you look at this? Brunson catches a couple aces.
And this time I'm sure he's going to be raising here.
I think so. Yes, he does. $3,000.
And now Daniel Negreanu's got the eights, and he calls. But Joel Brunson's got the tools for those eights. This time he doesn't have ace-king. He's got the bullets.
I can check, I guess.
Please, another die. Please.
Check's good.
Oh, boy.
Wow, look at this. The flop comes king 8-3, and Doyle is going to need a toolbox now. He's going to need an ace or running clubs to win this hand, and Doyle is in big trouble because that's a very deceptive flop.
And he just bet $7,000 into Daniel's set of eights.
Plus 20.
20,000.
And Negreanu raises to $27,000. It's 20 grand more for Doyle to call.
Now, Doyle realizes he might be beat. It's possible. But he probably thinks he has the best hand. There's all sorts of hands that Daniel could have. He could have a king of clubs with another club. And Doyle's probably going to raise here.
He's not sick about that. He's sick about that. Ace is good.
And Daniel says, please raise, Big Papa. Put that money in there, Big Papa. Let me win something.
Yeah, he needs this
I'll
big.
raise it.
Raise.
You're going all in?
Please.
Yeah.
145.7.
145.7?
Yeah.
I call.
Okay.
Daniel says, I call. If you have three kings, I'm going through the roof.
And now the players show their cards.
And Doyle is going to need an ace or two clubs. And now he's down to the ace. Needs an ace on the river.
Finally
Hit
won.
it in.
And Daniel takes all of Doyle's
First
money
big pot I
away.
won.
And if he wins like 3-4 more pots like that, he'll probably be even.
Yeah.
I was trying to freeze the ball.
Like Barry and I, we're gonna argue for 10,000. I give it to him when he wants.
Aces for Barry under the gun.
The price don't have anything to do with it.
Without breaking stride, he raises to
I give it
2,500.
to you when you won. You didn't say, okay, go ahead. Give it to me right
Dwan's in. David's in.
now. We're gonna have two bets. One 10,000 for February.
Ellie's in.
Wow, here we go, huh?
Simple.
Ziggy's in.
For the summer.
I'm gonna do it here. Four, right?
You should at least make it like 11,000 for the summer, so that you can be up 1,000.
Is the difference. Is
Six.
Wait, family pot.
Right.
It is family pot.
Right.
He's not gonna want to.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Oh my God.
We have an eight-handed pot.
Eight-handed pot.
Bing bang. He's
Yeah,
got
it's
the
the
whole
first
gang.
tonight.
You guys want to chop?
Who opened this pot? They got 7 callers. That's all I want.
Barry can't be comfortable getting so many callers.
A 10 and 2 deuces on the flop.
Peter Eastgate's flopped 3 deuces.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good flop for Barry. He wants to see what's going on.
That's 10,000.
Dwan's got 10s with a queen kicker. But he's also got 7 people behind him. And Barry's fired a continuation bet.
You know that was a Gale Sayers, don't you? That was a Gale Sayers.
Dwan's going to raise to 37,300.
I don't know what he's doing. He's got to know that Barry's really got a hand here. It's possible with 8 players in the hand that somebody has a deuce, like Peter Eastgate. So I don't understand why Dwan would raise that much money. But Peter Eastgate seems a little intimidated by the raise.
And he's going to call.
He just calls. And now what's Barry going to do with his aces? Barry calls. It's turning out to be a very interesting hand.
Yeah. 7 on the turn.
Peter and Barry check. Of the 3 players, Dwan has got the weakest hand.
Yeah.
Run that Daniel jokes. I need you.
Got your new book.
I need you to get this one. How long I can
You know, I've been so sick of writing for like a while now. I have a column that I write a week. This week I said, you know what, I'm done. I had 2 before.
He bets $104,200.
He's got the weakest hand but the biggest heart. And Peter Eastgate says, well, what's going on here? I got $500,000 in front of me. Do I want to risk it? I question what Dwan did on the flop, but right now I think he knows exactly where he's at.
Wow.
Peter Eastgate releases. He thinks, well, Dwan could very easily have ace-deuce. And I'm not risking all this money. And Dwan realized that Peter Eastgate probably had a weak deuce. Now it's up to Barry. Barry realizes that Tom Dwan's got quite an imagination, but does he have this much imagination? It's going to cost Barry his whole stack also, because he's not going to just call here, he's going all in.
Wow.
Barry throws it away.
I had it.
You had
I had it.
Bullets from Manieri.
Yeah, no, they're like, it's like baseball players and stuff now. You guys are...
He raises to 9,000.
You guys, you are part of the group now, buddy.
I want Eli to set a number. I'm curious what you think. Most Keith Spencer
you want me to lock it?
Lock it.
Lock.
I don't even know who's doing it. I just want to know what Eli's number
Pete's
is.
going to call the 7,400 more.
I know.
All right.
Do it with someone else. I mean, I'll do it too.
He's seen Dario mix it up.
I got it. I locked it. I know one thing that I got a little idea because I'm with Phil Ivey and Johnny Ward, and those guys are really. They just Doyle Bronson. You should see him.
Oh
going.
yeah, I know.
You should see him going
Doyle
to the
Brunson's a party animal. I know about that.
2 10s and a 5.
Very bad luck for Dario. Very bad luck.
Wow.
It's amazing the 10-9-5.
He bets 11,000.
Let's see if Viffer slow plays his 3 10s or goes for it.
No, he raises to 30,000.
Another good bet by Viffer. Dario probably feels that Viffer has a pair. Tens and 8s, 10s and 7s, 10s and 9s.
But at the time, it was a good laydown.
How much you have?
I started with about 220.
I raise.
Season 30.
After the 30, Dario's only going to have about 90,000 left.
I'm all in.
He's all in for $111,700.
Oh. You want to run twice?
Go ahead.
Dario got the bad news and decided to run it twice anyway.
Turn them up. Let's see what we're sweating.
He's actually in worse shape than he thinks because Alan Meltzer had an ace. And those percentages
What are the odds he loses both
that
sides?
you're seeing
Anyone have an ace?
reflect that the deck is
You have an
whole.
ace?
They're not counting Alan Meltzer's ace, which Dario's just found out about.
Yep.
Because he's a poker player.
He's going to need the case ace on one of these 4 cards.
Pop it.
All right, that's one.
Nope.
Then nuts.
Which ace you had?
I don't know. It's black though.
Put 2 10s out there. We'll all get our money back.
Anyway.
That's for you, dealer. Even you don't put the ace in there, he said.
Thank you very much.
Nice son.
Dario's
Good game,
gone.
guys.
Bonus
Okay.
setup.
Take care.
See ya. See you, Dario.
See you guys.
Take care, man.
Well, right, if you bet and she just calls. But
And under the gun,
He's still going to raise.
Vanessa had a pretty good
Klein.
game under the circumstance.
finds aces.
Or else if I check and she bets the 17,000.
David Pete will come along with Jack 10 suited.
Well,
Okay.
Doyle says it, I believe it.
Well, with no flush draw, how are you ever gonna call 17,000 with a gutter?
Total 3,000. And Ruffin calls, so Klein's ace is in very good shape.
In that spot, I don't think you're
All
gonna
I'm
win.
telling you is most of the big pots he played the last time I played.
Whoa.
Check.
Pairing a flush draw for Pete.
I think some of these young kids think they invented gambling, Doyle. They don't know that.
Bet
Klein
7,000.
makes the bet with the aces.
They build a better mouse.
Could see some fireworks here. Expect a raise from Pete. And there it is.
Me? Sorry.
And Ruffin acts in turn for a change. So it's back to Klein. Now he's hoping that Pete has a hand like King Queen.
Raise.
Decides to find out.
Big pots. Yeah, I mean, every pot's gotten played. Every pot's getting big.
Raising it to 60.
Raises it
7,000.
Yeah, there's alternate.
to 67, and now Pete is
There's
thinking.
never a shortage of players for high stakes poker.
All he's really thinking is he up against a set?
Everybody wants to play on high stakes poker.
Yeah.
Against anything else, he's in good shape.
I'm all in.
And Pete goes all in. And Klein starts thinking again.
Didn't expect that.
We've heard that before.
That's what I said.
That's what they always say.
Everybody's double parked.
Everybody holds exactly still as long as they can, then say,
Call.
And he calls. It doesn't take us long to get to our second 400,000 plus pot. It's going to be the unclassic coin flip.
Run it once or twice? Just one.
And the pro asked the zillionaire to run it twice.
I love that one time, you know, just punish.
No again is the
He wants to
answer.
maximize the swings to give to charity. That's awesome.
One way or the other.
Yeah, right?
Klein dodges the turn.
That's not a good one.
But not the river. Pete is going to double up.
whee!
And look at this.
I took it from there.
Barry was trying to play with Eastgate. He's run into Tom Dwan with aces.
I'll go get you one. It'll cost you, but I'll go get you one.
Slide the flower?
Yeah.
Why?
Tom Dwan decides to daven for a while.
I don't feel so bad.
That's praying in Portuguese,
Yeah.
if you're wondering.
Okay. Hey, he's going to raise to 31,300. And Eastgate's going to get out of the way.
And Barry's going to almost insta-call. I think this is because it's Tom Dwan. Jack 9 of hearts is generally not a hand Barry would put in $20,000 more with.
How much do you have about?
Before the flop.
Less than 300.
Barry makes jacks.
Well, Barry's flop top pair. Barry's got the button, so Dwan's got to go first.
And Dwan bets 46,200.
Barry's got a little bit of a dilemma here. He does not want to be pushed around by Tom Dwan. He knows Tom Dwan might have ace-king, ace-queen. Tom Dwan might have a pair of sixes or sevens. Barry's got top pair, but it's going to cost him $46,200 to call. Now, if someone like Doyle raised before the flop and Barry had Jack 9 of hearts, I don't think Barry would call. We wouldn't see the flop.
No more pain.
Well, that's nice in the middle of the hand.
Yeah.
That's my man. That's
Ellie's giving a rose to
Sigmund, very sweet.
Now, if he leaves some candy bars outside his hotel room tonight,
he's off the show.
Raise 100.
Barry raises 100,000 more.
Barry's committed himself. And Barry's not acting. He's really nervous. His hands are shaking.
Come on.
And Tom Dwan's got aces. He knows that Barry's committed, so quickly he goes all in.
Oh, man. And Barry calls, so now the pot is almost $550,000. That happened in a hurry.
And Doyle, continuing his accuracy of this season, says someone has to have 3 jacks.
He's got up and down. He's not queen.
What he has?
Up and down, 9 queen.
No. Jack
Oh, I
nine.
don't see that. Okay.
And remember, Barry does not like to run it more than one time. He does it the old-fashioned way and lets the chips fall where they may.
How do you do?
I'll do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I felt like I was going to hit something.
He would say with the aces, let's split it.
And Barry is confirmed. They're just going to run it once.
Split it. And you know
This is the second biggest pot without a gimmick on the history of high-stakes poker.
Straight poker.
Yeah, but...
Barry gets a 9.
That's even more.
Wow.
You said 3 times, right?
That could be
I'll
a
put up the
$500,000 9 if Barry can avoid a 3, 10, or an ace.
And he does, and now Barry can take the money to the bank.
$548,700 to Mr. Greenstein.
And Barry catches the dream hand right before bedtime. Raises to $2,500.
And oh my goodness, Sammy Farha has picked up a pair of kings.
Wow.
Kings against aces, the last hand of the night, and the 2 right guys to have them.
10 more. And Farha re-raises to $12,500.
All of Sammy's hard work for this entire night is in jeopardy here.
How could I be kidding when you got beat?
I raised 50.
Barry raises 50,000, and he's got Sammy covered. He's got more chips than
This is the
Sammy.
last hand? Are you serious?
Look at that last hand.
Last hand? Wow. How much more better you have? I can't see your chips. About 200?
I had 190 when the hand started.
190 when the hand started.
Yeah.
Wow. It's amazing. Who shuffled? You did or the dealer?
Everybody else is out.
Wow.
The other players have no idea what's brewing here.
Hold all tickets. Hold all tickets.
I'm the only gambler on this table, I guess.
Hold it.
190 total.
Great Hold'em players can count on the fingers of one hand the times they've been able to get away from kings against aces. To complicate this, Sammy has $180,000 at risk. He's only got $12,500 in the pot. He can walk away here a big winner by making the greatest laydown in No Limit Hold'em. If I had to guess, I would say it's 50-50. He knows that Barry's either got aces, maybe the other 2 kings, and maybe a pair of queens. But it really looks like Barry's got the aces.
Gonna be sick to my stomach. $50 more, right?
With this hand, Sammy's entitled to take as much time as he wants.
But he's taking a different sort of time than he did earlier today.
Yeah, he's really thinking about this. This is the biggest decision a no-limit Hold'em player can make. It's almost a $400,000 decision.
Yeah.
Sammy tries to sneak a glance at Barry, who's not showing anything.
Go home. It's over. Go home. Let me think.
The other players are like fans that got up and almost left the stadium and now are coming back to their seats.
So you didn't miss anything.
I'm all in.
I call.
Call.
Let's see it. Deal. You got aces, right? I know.
You got
Deal.
queens?
Kings.
Kings?
Deal.
I can't get away from
Aces
kings.
against kings.
Want 2 flops? 5 and 5?
No.
Let's go.
Sam hasn't turned his
The pot is a mind-blowing $361,800 in cold hard cash.
Sammy asked Barry if he wanted to put out 5 cards twice, 2 complete hands, and Barry very politely declined.
It's amazing. It's like a cold deck. What do you want to do?
It's not over.
I bet you
might-
the flop ace king's gonna come.
You might win.
Yeah, I'm favored to win as usual.
It's aces against kings as we head to the flop.
Oh,
Six,
he got
king,
a king.
eight. Oh
He got
my
a
God.
king. Unbelievable. He got a king.
What are we gonna do now? Want to deal twice?
Barry's going to
No?
need an ace or
Let's
2
do it.
hearts.
Let's go.
Terrible break for Barry Greenstein.
How do they do it?
7 of spades on the turn. Barry's down to the last card. He needs one of the 2 remaining
Hold it.
aces.
Gotta take a deep breath. Hold it.
Sammy's whole attitude has changed a little bit here.
Yeah.
3 of diamonds on the river. Sammy Farha wins
You gotta gamble to win,
$361,800.
Wow.
Listen, just Tom, relax. Really? What are you talking about? Just get out of here. I hope he's not playing tomorrow.
I did too, but I played bad at the right time.
Eastgate's got ace king, is going to raise to 3,500.
And Barry's got aces. Wow. Peter Eastgate's raised in late position. Barry might think he's full of it. He's going to raise to 15,000.
Look at this.
And Tom Dwan might think they're both full of it. He's got the king, queen of spades. We know that Tom Dwan's going to call here. But it's hard to predict what someone who lives in Durland is going to do in this position, so I'm not even going to speculate. Let's just watch.
Every season he won, every cash game he won. He's a good player, the best player, buddy.
All right, he's going to call.
Peter Eastgate might raise. He might think ace king's the best hand here.
Now he's just going to call. Queen, 4, deuce, 2 spades.
Wow. Wow. What is it that Francis Scott Key said when he was in the Baltimore Harbor?
Bombs bursting in air.
A rocket's red glare. That's what we're going to see here in this hand. Tom Dwan's got top pair and a flush draw. Barry's got aces. And when the hand is over, let's see who remains at the dawn's early light.
Dwan starts out with a $28,700 bet.
Peter Eastgate's missed the flop. I don't see him calling here.
And Barry raises to 100,000.
He's not going to slow play his aces. There's 2 spades on the board. He hopes Tom Dwan has a queen. He doesn't want Dwan to have a queen and a flush draw, which is what he has. Dwan is probably thinking, well, I can't be an underdog even if Barry has an overpair. Actually, Dwan would prefer Barry has aces instead of kings. But whatever Barry has, Tom Dwan's got to go with this hand.
Here he comes. Wow, he's going to raise to 244,600.
Barry says okay. He's going to put Dwan all in.
Oh, man.
Barry's hoping that Dwan has the kind of hand he has and not a set of deuces or a set of fours?
Yeah, I'm all in case we're not.
You got anything?
A little bit of something. Are we flipping them?
You guys got anything?
That's what I figured.
Best hand.
That's what I figured you had. Guess I could have taken the card off.
I'll find
I'm
out.
gonna take those back.
You guys gonna make one?
I think so, right? Whatever you want, I don't care. I don't problem with whatever. She said we were running at once. I think so, right?
Yeah, I want to run at once. If you wanted to take a couple hundred back, that's okay. That's pretty easy.
Sorry.
Okay.
22-year-old Tom Dwan says, no deal. Let's play cards.
Another queen. Oh.
Wow. Barry's dead to the case ace. Tom Dwan wouldn't take 200,000 back. Unbelievable. You don't want to do what I want to do, run it twice. I'm not going to do what you want to do.
No case ace. Tom Dwan has just won the biggest hand in the history of televised poker. Over $900,000 in a hand with no deal.
200.